Hello everybody and good day to you all. Today I am talking about Superman and Lois, season number 2, episode number 6, Tried and True. That was directed by Amy Jo Johnson, aka the Pink Ranger. The original Pink Ranger. Amy Jo Johnson directed this episode. So in this episode here we got a lot of things going on. The show starts off giving you like a little bit of a brief origin I'll say a backstory on Bizarro. And this Bizarro is different from the comic book. This Bizarro can actually speak in complete sentences. He doesn't talk backwards. Yes, he has the look and the chalky messed up face like Bizarro, and his powers are different and works backwards in a lot of ways like Bizarro. But mentally, he's pretty much as smart as Superman. So that's a whole different things there. And you pretty much starting seeing how he got to this world in the first place. Also seeing how the soldiers of his world tried to betray him. And you've seen the same thing happen to Clark in this world as well too. Because Clark and Lieutenant Anderson do not get along. Even though Clark is trying to do everything he possibly can to work with him, help him out as best he possibly can, Lieutenant, because he's a little butthurt, he feels as though he can't trust Clark, and so because of that, his actions are stupid. Because even his boss points out that you know how General Lane had a good relationship with Superman, never had any problems, and now you coming on just like that, we losing assets, your relationship with Superman is crap. Like what is going on? And because he got reamed out like that, now he's mad at Superman. He's taking it out on him. And Clark is trying to do everything he can to help him. Yes, he may not be telling him right away, but the first thing Clark does first, so get the information that he needs. Learns what's actually going on, try to find out what's happening. Because all Lieutenant Anderson wants to do is just lock him up or kill him. And that's not solving anything. This is a bigger thing going on, and we got to figure out why. We figure out the why part, we can stop it. And that's what Clark keeps trying to tell him, but he doesn't want to hear that. Because he feels as though his way is the right way, and Clark should bow down to him, and that's so it's just Clark not doing that, it's just pissing him off and making him do a lot of irrational things, which also caused him to betray Clark in the end, which is actually going to hurt him even more in the process. Like, oh, you're so stupid. You're so I'm assuming he's just going to be one season, because and then he can continue. He's going to get fired. Yeah. And then you have what's going on with Lois and her sister Lucy, and Lucy is fully on board with this whole cult lady. Allison, whatever she says is the truth, and Lois keeps trying to tell her that this woman's going to hurt you, and she's not really a good guy, and because of that, it causes division between them. And they had one moment together, things was going well, but, well, it didn't last. And it was also kind of reflects what's going on with Jordan and Jonathan. Jonathan has been taking this sort of like Superman steroid to enhance him, and Jordan thinks he's getting his powers that he should tell his parents, but Jonathan doesn't want to do that because he's not getting his powers. He's just taking a drug that's sort of like a latent ability inside of him. Now I don't know if the power is going to develop on his own. Hopefully they do. But you see Jonathan takes the drug, and then he actually wins the game this because of it. And then you see the results of that, because now he finally did win. Everything's going fantastic. Everything's going great, but he doesn't feel complete because the thing is though he didn't really earn it naturally. If he did it on his own and he won it that way, like he did back when he was in Metropolis, everything was going. It's so weird. Like this, how can his skills drop that much? It doesn't make no sense to me. If Jonathan was that good when he was in Metropolis, lead quarterback, everything's going fantastic, how can his skills drop because he moved to Kansas? It doesn't make no sense. He should have the same established abilities then. And they didn't even show he had potential of having some kind of super strength as well too. So where did all that stuff go? It feels as though as soon as he went to Metropolis, he lost everything. He lost his skills, he lost his abilities as well too. And then Jordan gained everything, which is kind of odd. Like, where did all those skills go? Even when he was Jonathan was a child, he was throwing the football and he hit that rope and broke it with a football. So, and his accuracy there. So, like, where did all those skills go? Why did they have to have him use this drug? I don't know. It seems kind of odd. And the only part about the show that I'm questioning a lot of, because it doesn't make no sense how you went, because the thing is though, just changing schools doesn't change your talent. I mean, yes, the football players did play him a lot of times. They didn't want to give him the playbook, so he had to play catch up. But he still does have skills. So where did that go? I don't know. But you've seen how Jonathan is feeling after the fact he won. He's feeling terrible, and now you got a conflict between him and Jordan because Jordan wants to tell him wanted to tell. He did. Jonathan did not. Also, the fact that Jonathan was taking a drug that Jordan is not really quite approved of in that situation. So he feels as though he has to lie to everybody because of this, and that causes constant more conflict right there. Even though Jonathan decided maybe not to take the drug now, but is that going to affect him permanently? Is it going to be like something that is going to be to deal with all the time? I don't know. Is it going to have to kind of withdraw? We will see. Or would it awaken an ability inside of him naturally that was there the whole time? We will see. Because I keep hoping Jonathan actually does get powers, since he's a twin that does not have none. I'm kind of hoping that he actually finally does get him happy on his own. But we'll see where that storyline goes. You also have the storyline going on with Lana and her husband relationship she has with her husband Kyle, and how they're not going good right now because she found out Kyle was having an affair with the bartender woman, and she's trying to be there for her daughters and trying to stay strong, but also break her inside as well too. Not exactly sure who she can talk to. She wants to talk to Clark and stuff as well too, but Clark has a family and responsibility of his own as well. So she's trying to find her way. And also having Sarah also dealing with that as well too, and trying to be strong for her mom because she was there for her when she was going through the situation that she was going through. So you got a whole lot of things going on. But overall, I would have enjoyed this episode a lot because you're seeing you're seeing the parallels between Bizarro and Clark, and see how he started off and how he managed to overcome it, and then Clark got betrayed by the same people as well too, and how he failed. It's very interesting. Like this one won and the other one failed, showing the opposite. And now you got Clark in the same prison with his brother who he put there. So you got to think that's going on. That whole dynamic going on as well too, which may force Clark and his brothers to work together with something that Lieutenant Anderson did not want to happen in the first place, which is also pretty stupid because it's like his ego is so fragile, he cannot handle the fact that he could be wrong. And so instead of looking inward and trying to figure out what he should do, maybe working alongside Clark for once, instead of trying to work against him. Like ever since he got there, he's been trying to prove that he's the man, that he's in charge and he's in control. He tried to make Clark kiss the ring. Clark's like, I'm not doing that, okay? I will work with you and I'll help you as best as I can, but I'm not bowing down to you. I don't work for the military. I'm not a soldier, okay? I'm letting you know that right now. I'm helping you. I'm helping you. And because he's not in line the way he thinks he should be, now you're starting this conflict, which is going to end up biting him in the butt, maybe possibly losing his career, might even send him to jail. So this is so stupid. All because he's being so petty. And also then you take it to the other side where you got Lois and it's kind of like a theme that goes on the whole entire thing, because you got Lois and Lucy. You got Lucy, she's the one who's being petty because she doesn't like the fact that Lois is telling her what to do. So because of that, even though this woman is clearly running a cult, clearly, she's the one listening to that because she feels as though her big sister is trying to push her around. And so because of that, she's going to do the opposite of that to prove her wrong, which is just stupid. All it's going to do is get herself hurt or possibly killed, all because she's trying to prove to her sister that she knows what she's talking about. I was like, oh, Lord. Which also goes again with the whole thing with Jonathan and Jordan. Yeah. People making dumb decisions because their pride or ego got in the way. So sad. So, leave your comments down below. Let me know what you thought of this episode of Superman and Lois. If you haven't watched it, check it out for yourself. Hopefully you enjoy, have fun watching it too. So give my channel a like, hit the thumbs up, shaboop, and subscribe to my channel and share. I really would appreciate it. And also, links down below. Next, on my social media, you want to follow me there, and also to my merch where I sell things you would buy from my shops. I would appreciate it as well too. So like I always say, in my dreams and my life, I am the Ninja Rabbit. Peace out, peoples.